spent a lifetime locked in the same mindset. You break the contract to smile away your debt. I play for closure through the fear and the thrill of the fight. Come on, move a little bit closer, 'cause you're in for a jagged night. Hold tight, I close my eyes. A toxic calling, just let it resonate. We call it suffering. Fear constricts my hand, still I won't sign the line. We know just who to trust this time. I want you to give me what I need. Lay waste to your beliefs, rebuild yourself for me. I want you to come alive again. Close my hands to come alive again. I feign obsession and abbreviate my views. You're my possession until I'm done with you, and I see it shining through where my promised eyes are bruised. Close my eyes, a toxic calling, just let it resonate. We call it suffering. Trying to forget the things I could have said, each word a rusted arrowhead. We salutate and drink from lead. I want you to give me what I need. Lay waste to your beliefs, rebuild yourself for me. And I want you to feel as I feel, repairing who you are, becoming my ideal. I want you, submit yourself to me, your body and your mind, and give it willingly. I want you to come alive again, to come alive again. I want you to give me what I need. I want you to give me what I need. 'Cause I want you to sign the contract. 'Cause I want you to sign the contract.
Hello. Right. I think it's, if everything's in order, it is time to get to this show on the proverbial road, shall we? Yes. Just need to check everything is in order. Hello. Right. Hold on, everybody. I'm going. Give me a second, everybody. Oh, sorry about that one, chat. Just gotta make sure that... Oh, sorry about that one, chat. Give me a second and we shall begin. I
Just
don't know what's
gotta make
happened
sure
to my audio. Right, so let's just re-loop in. Yeah, that's fine. Don't know what's happened to my audio recently, but it appears that I just cannot do certain things. Right, so we go here. Right. Yes. Right. As long as you can hear me, it's the real only issue. The other issue, that's really the only issue involved in this. Yeah. If we're ready to go, I suppose. Actually, we'll do a normal run through for now, and then we'll do a speed run at another time. Right. Currently, I cannot see or check on chat, but I shall get chat up to ensure that everything's going good. Right. So if I go to here just to check, chat, is everything okay? Let me just yeah. If you are in chat, feel free to get this cutscene in the actual game anyway. So here we go. If you don't have any audio, it's not too big of a deal. You don't really need the audio for this, but it might be important. I've got subtitles turned on though, so if the worst comes to the worst, I can just dub everything. It's going to be awful, but yeah. So we'll go new game. And while we are waiting for the new game, we'll load the game, which is this one. Operation Snake Eater completed. This should start us from the very beginning of the game.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
I love this game a lot. Oh, we do have actual video game.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
God's sake, so.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Get back to it.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why'd he want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handed him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us. Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selinoyarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proof.
It has.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
time for another cutscene. I don't mind, to be fair. The fact that the Metal Gear series is just basically one long movie. Start a new game with the right mask on and finish the last time, you actually start the game as Raiden, and it's just beautiful because he's like, oh, were you expecting somebody else? No.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake.
Okay.
I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be
Major Tom.
I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear?
Can do.
This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
It is a bit hard to hear me.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then.
I will probably pause.
You know where it is?
To go and check.
No problem. I can see it from here.
my
It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action
While
button.
that's doing all that, I shall go.
I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship.
Come on. Yeah,
My frequency is 140.85.
We'll go here.
I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Did that fix the problem? Or did that just make the problem worse? Let me test a second. We're up with yeah, technical difficulties, chat. Just technical difficulties for a millisecond. Okay, that's just yeah, so wait a minute, chat. I'm just trying to sort everything out. As can be seen through the technical difficulty slide. That is not the slide. No, the problem would be from here to here. We go to settings, we go to, because it's the output rather than the input. The output is the problem, not the input. Oh, Mr. Motorcycle. We'll go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one will do, and that one will do. And then headphones. We'll apply this. We'll see, and then we'll get back to the game. Sorry, this is taking so long, chat. Not like anybody's watching. Oh, more 5. Okay, we got one more viewer. He's watching. Oh, more 5. Okay, we got. There we go. Now that's what I'm talking about for volume-wise. Okay, so we are going to be getting back to the game now. So I shall put my mouse on the side and hopefully there we go. Right, that is not the stream title, but you know, we'll go with it. I don't know why the HD collection's quality is turned down for like PCs and stuff. That's a bit weird, but you know. I was a bit concerning that I almost forgot a button for stuff. I've only left it for like, what, a month at most.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack.
Yep.
In the survival viewer, choose weapon from the backpack.
Chat, should I?
Your available weapons
I
will
know,
be
like,
displayed in a
most of
window in the
yeah,
upper
that's
left.
fine. But, like,
From that list,
if you have
choose
any
the weapon
opinions
you
about
want to equip
what to do,
and press
or
the enter
alternatively,
button.
If you want me to
For
skip
other equipped items, just do the same
tutorial
thing
cutscenes
from
and
item.
stuff,
Got it.
I can do it.
Use the survival viewer
So-
backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt
like,
for
the
local
Metal Gear series
flora
is
and
just so
fauna.
good
You
that
can use
play
either your
any-
tranquilizer
play
gun or your
basically
knife
any
to hunt.
entrance in the series.
My only
they
weapon
just
is a
hold up.
Mark 22 Hush
Two,
Puppy
I will admit,
tranquilizer gun.
That's
I
right.
prefer-
It's been fitted with its
I
own
prefer Big
suppressor.
Boss to
However, the
Solid Snake
suppressor will
anyway, because
deteriorate every time you
preferred
fire.
with both aesthetic
Once its
and
durability
character.
reaches zero, the
I've
noise
got
suppression
everything,
effect will be
but
gone.
I
So
love,
don't get
I
too
love
trigger
cool
happy
games,
with it.
don't get me wrong, but
The suppressor's durability is shown in the
age,
icon.
well, control scheme.
Any weapons
Either
and
that or I
equipment
just
beyond what you're carrying
very
now,
stupid, and to be
you'll have
fair,
to find as you go.
could be either one.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose
Yeah.
crazy idea was this
Well,
anyway?
Fox units, especially
Solo
those-
covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark
Yet again,
international
the
incidents.
fact that this is supposed to be
Can't
in
let
Russia
anyone
and
see
there's a
you.
jungle,
You can't let the enemy
Well, I
know
know,
you're there.
it's fine.
This is a
But, like,
stealth
it confuses
mission.
me sometimes,
You're a
the fact that
ghost,
there is-
Snake, in every sense of the word.
there is a jungle in
There'll
Russia.
be no
which-
rescue if you're
if
captured.
you know
The military and
Russia,
US government will deny any
there is
involvement in
jungles
the
in
affair.
Russia.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
Or at least,
I'm afraid so. You've
yeah,
been given
no,
a fake
there is
death
like
pill
a-
for that purpose.
might not be. but there
SAS
is a jungle
guidelines
in
stipulate
Russia.
that soldiers
But
on
I'm
covert
very
ops
stupid
like this
again.
one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really
Trying to
dead.
sit through these
So how do I
long
come back to
cutscenes
life?
now.
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to
Oh
bring you
god,
back.
I'm double.
Remember that.
I'll keep it
Might
in
be double
mind.
for a while,
You
yeah.
said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any
I have been
reinforcements.
double for a while.
Correct.
Hold
The mission
on.
rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Yeah.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance.
How am I
The first
double?
member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring
I
your
know,
physical
why
condition,
double?
acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
There we go.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes... Tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a
Get a
week,
test.
no one has a name.
This is my first, like,
What's
my
your
first proper
name?
Metal Gear
Jane
stream
Doe.
on what I'm doing.
Very
so,
funny.
You know,
I wasn't joking,
what's it?
but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to
Why
be
does it not
serving
go
as
into a tool
Fox's
now?
mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many
Oh,
years has it
no,
been?
no, it is.
Boss?
It is working now, good.
That's right. It's me.
Okay, good.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
Boss,
It's been 5
Why
years,
did you go
72
on about
days, and
me?
18 hours.
you know.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my
Of course I
voice.
can, I know everything about
Of
you.
course I can.
Yeah.
I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who
The
does?
times.
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a
I love
country.
the fact that the entire
So there's no
first hour of
such
this
thing
game
as an
is
enemy in
just
absolute
cutscenes.
terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake.
That's right, Snake.
It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake.
Cobra.
The Cobra unit. A group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake?
You won't.
You are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Mars, I am using a
Snake,
Xbox
try to remember
One
some of the basics of CQC.
controller. I'm tempted to start trying to look into an emulator, which seems like a really good idea because I love this game, and having this on a PC or a laptop or anything for that matter. This game could run on a laptop, what do I mean? It's
Commencing
made for
virtuous
PS2.
mission now.
But yeah, I reckon if I get this on an emulator, it'll be good. I'm literally doing a one-time run-through of this now, and then what I'm going to do is, to be fair, I'm just doing this for enjoyment rather than views, but like, then I can do speedruns, which I'm doing in my free time anyway. I thought I saw a snake. Don't know why I'm going after quick snake shit this early, but it's fine. Didn't do a combat roll for that. Could have been an optimal time. Fine, it's fine. I'm not on about speedruns, right? I'm on about playing the game. Having two parallel screens is quite weird. I will check chat during cutscenes and things, but like, aside from that, in gameplay, I'm going to be playing the game. Oh. Okay, thank you, Mars. That's all I needed to know.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
This is like my...
They're
This is what my
probably
third
KGB
stream.
troops sent
My
to
second
guard
stream
Sokolov.
was chaos.
AK-47s and grenades.
Having this go, like, I've got technical difficulty slides, I've got everything set up, so if I need to just
Snake,
dip
your
out in and
presence
out,
in
then I will.
Soviet territory is already a violation of
As you
international
can
law.
Run,
We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved.
60.
Contact with the enemy is strictly
No,
prohibited.
Xbox 60. Xbox
Don't
One
engage
and
them
the
in
HD
battle
Play.
either.
That's
This
what you mean.
is a
Not
stealth
entirely sure what
mission.
else you mean.
Got that?
Yeah.
The Major is right. The point of
this
this
is like one of my
mission
first
is to
streams, so
sneak
everything
through the
might
jungle
be a bit
without being seen.
Squiffy.
The success of the mission depends on how well you
it's
use your camouflage.
Fine,
Change your
it doesn't
camouflage
matter.
by selecting Camouflage from the
As
Survival
long as
viewer.
everybody can view the gameplay.
The uniform option lets you
somewhat
pick
hear
your
my voice.
uniform, while the
It's
face
fine.
option lets you change your face paint.
Maybe I'm just being quiet.
Choosing
because
camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will
reasons?
help you conceal yourself
Might-
more
I
effectively.
don't know. Just being quieter during nighttime.
Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted.
Until, like,
But
what,
if you
maybe
crawl
1, maybe 2,
instead, you should be able to sneak by without being
we'll see.
noticed.
If it depends on how much I enjoy this, and so far,
You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking
again,
at the camo index. The
Right,
camo
again.
index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the
I
surrounding
could be
area.
louder if
The
I
higher
could
the
try and work
value,
that out
the
if you
harder
need me
you
to.
are to spot,
But
and vice versa.
right now,
The key is to make
everything-
yourself one with
everything good?
nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
oh, there we go. Put my chat away. There we go. Right. So. I am the jungle. Normally I do the whole, you shoot him in like the chest and you combat roll into him and then you look at the next guy, but that's the speedrun strat, and to be fair, I'm not here to speedrun the game for once, because I've done that quite a bit. I'm just here to have a fun time, play the game through, and vibe. And there we go. And we drag him behind here. We just see what we want to say.
Speak. We won't hand over.
There we go. Shoot the mangoes up here. Precious sustenance mangoes. Wait for him to get a bit closer to the grass so I can drag him in. Ah, that'll do. Oh, he's already in. Nice. Well, we'll look to their pockets, why not? And we'll receive yours as well. This is the opposite of a speed run, or like an efficient run. I have, it's fun. This is just me messing around in the game. Oh, I did a bit. Oh, good. Yay! I'm really showing all those hours of speedrun in the game. Wow.
Who's that?
Oh. I need to focus. Nah, I'm not having that. Chat, we'll ignore that just happened because that was genuinely atrocious. That was some of the worst. Keep rolling. Oh, that was genuinely awful. God.
Huh? I hear something. Huh?
Bloody hell, that was so bad. No, don't fall asleep. Now there's a bit round here, yeah. Nope. Oh. There we go. Then we get the X. You basically just get M16. I don't understand why I need the M16 now. Actually, yes I do. Yes I do. Because obviously in the beginning stages you don't have any assault rifle or anything to fight off the Ocelot with. Now I try to think of it. Makes sense why you have the we'll take some of these as well, so they're useless. they'll do. While I'm here as well, I'll take my weapon. I'm not equipping the Patriot. This will be a Patriot free run, almost like a new game. Although it's not a new game, but you know, that was. I'm still amazed that I got detected by that guy. I'm really showing all that skill.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held.
That's true, it is
This
still a
place
bit
is
loud.
Dump.
As long as you can
Can't
see the hear the
Sokolov
gameplay, I'm not really that important.
Security is pretty tight.
Like, as long as you've got a good idea of what's either going on, or subtitles or anything like that.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I
That
wonder
was
how many
so
are inside.
embarrassing though. I got detected by the first, 4 guards. Oh.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
It's fine. I don't want
Northeast
to
section.
reset.
Got it.
It's not even a speed
Be
run.
careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive.
Oh, I'm always...
He must not be
Run.
exposed to any kind of danger.
Not
Do
dead.
not approach Sokolov
But,
while in the alert phase.
Right.
Not exactly.
Oh,
I'm not happy
and one
about
more
being
thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something
Just the
from me.
fact that I
And
played
that
it
is-
so much.
Sorry
and I
for
got
being
tipped
so
straight
late.
away. That's just
Is that all?
embarrassing.
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the
That's
target.
Stream now forever. Great. It's fine. I can redeem myself with this bit.
What's wrong?
Smash those guards down, and then... Wait, because I got here, maybe the one still around the corner. Gonna be there. Yes, he is. Now we wait for him to... Again? Good, nice. Don't believe there's any more. Okay, I almost completely forgot about the one in here. I knew there was somebody in there, but I couldn't remember exactly who it was. I've turned down the actual volume on my
You must be Sokolov.
PC
Are you
and my
one of
headset,
Volkin's men?
so
You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent.
maybe it's just
I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA.
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is
sorry
it?
for being so late.
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Actually, while I'm
Did
here,
he now?
hold on.
What does it mean?
I'm gonna go onto my OBS
It means
and I'm gonna go
he's
to
a
the black
man
screen
of
a
his
second. and then go to
word.
Encoding overload. Consider turning down your video settings.
But we've got no time for this.
We'll
You'll have to
go-
get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU.
Huh.
You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never
Yeah.
heard of him.
That should.
He's a member of the Army's
Maybe
extremist faction,
I don't know.
a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland.
Ever
Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
anybody's in chat that wants to
Precisely.
say anything, just
In a sense,
please
Khrushchev
tell
has
me
lost his
if the
biggest
audio is
partner,
fine now.
and his
I'll
power
rewatch
base
it. It
is
should be.
rapidly
I'll see if
crumbling
if you hear the
A
mic
certain
audio come
group
through again.
is
It's me again.
plotting to use this
Obviously, it's
opportunity
not
to
just you.
seize
It's
power
definitely me.
by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing
Oh,
Brezhnev
great, it's
and
that far
Kosygin
back,
in his
okay.
place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans.
Testing.
But that is not enough to
Testing.
satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's the exact audio that I've just spoken over the cutscene. It's fine. Right, so that first detection because
The intelligence
was
says that they are
because I was
going to
tapped out
make
for a
their
second. So like,
move during the test.
we should be good. We
The
should be good.
soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Actually, I might equip the Patriot just for the matter of fact that it cuts time. Well, no, because this isn't a speed run, so the Patriot will rule it out for just this one.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed
Who's
to get
Roger?
past them.
Oh,
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost
God.
contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
August. It actually isn't just a weak signal. It's actually she's gone rogue. Whoa. This game came out what? 2005? Yeah. I think everybody 2004 no, I think. Because it came out. Yeah, I think it came out 2004. Either way, I love this game. Like, it is my favorite game. Well, if not my favorite game ever made, it is one of them, top 2. Maybe even, no, by far, it has to be up there. It has to be top 1. It's probably that, it's probably Red Dead, and it's probably, I don't know. Red Dead is up there, well, the story mode was. The online is not, I do not, my opinions of the online are strong and powerful. When it came out, it was good, but it devolved into just shite, really. It's just bad. Forces of Crit.
Freeze!
Oh no, it appears you're surrounded.
So this is the legendary
Tell me,
boss.
American. I came here to gesticulate for no reason. me and the Blue Rose in chat, yeah, we have the same idea. Ooh, he's spinning his guns.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Oh no. What's a GRU soldier
What's a GRU
doing
soldier
here?
doing here?
I came here to gesticulate for no reason.
Soldier?
I'm the Ocelot commander. Like how he's even a cowboy, even though he doesn't have the revolvers yet. It's just a Russian man with gun.
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's major ocelot to you.
you.
There it is.
Don't you forget it.
Game messages to collect for a read.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
An ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
I'm so annoyed that I got detected by that first guard. Because I decided for 1 millisecond to take my eye off the ball, tab out, check something else, check the chat on my phone, and then keep going. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Tell me, American. Is it true that in America hordes of pigs can appear and kill children? Well, not necessarily. Amazing. God, Ocelot's cool, but Snake is cooler. I like how he treats it like a cowboy hat, but it's just a beret.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade.
Even if it is
Even
for
if
the
it
GRU.
is for the GRU.
Shut up, Ocelot.
Sokolov, take cover.
You're not the boss, are you?
You're not the boss, are you?
God, that's such a lame fucking... Oh.
GRU operative?
Oh my god, not GRU operative.
What is that stance?
The one that's about to kick your ass.
That gun. If you're not the boss,
Then
then die.
Oh, Snake is so cool,
Major!
man.
Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
And he's out. I kind of, you know, tomorrow I'll probably start streaming at, I don't know, some point earlier in the day.
Possible.
Or if I stream tomorrow too.
You
But
ejected
what
the
I'll
first
do
bullet
is,
by
I'll
hand,
probably be
didn't you?
streaming
I see what you were trying to do.
this again, but I'll be
But testing
speedrunning
a
it,
technique you've
because
only heard about
I
in the
love
middle of battle
speedrunning this
wasn't
game, it's
very
just
smart.
so fun to
You were
speedrun.
asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil.
That's more of a revolver
That's
technique.
more of a revolver technique.
Anyway,
You filthy
you're pretty
American
good.
dog!
Pretty good.
But that was
Still,
some fancy shooting.
You're pretty
You're
good.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These
And by
guys were after
snags,
Sokolov
I mean
too.
Russians.
Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Yeah.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU?
Indeed.
Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
It
I
is.
don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Oop, back to the gameplay. No, we're not going to shoot Ocelot just for the achievement. You know, I'm just going to pop on the sneaking suit. Oh, wait, I've got unlocked camouflages that I never get to check because I'm always doing, like, speedruns, so I don't get to just stop and have a look. Grenade. That's a bit concerning. I'm not... Was that an... Okay. And yeah, okay. That's like a map. That's just awfully ugly. Santa. Oh. Christmas run through. With Germany. With Snake. We'll go with... I want to still stick with the sneaking suit because the sneaking suit is the coolest, and we'll pop on Splitter. That's probably what we're going to look like for most of the game. Snake's about to get vibe checked. It's another cutscene. God, the beginning of this game was just cutscene after cutscene.
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me.
Yes.
I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got
Some
some
fun
of the best
facts
backup
about
we could
Metal
ask
Gear
for.
Solid. Snake was based on Snake Plissken from the Escape from New York and Escape from LA movies. They avoid being sued.
That's what they were making you.
They avoid being sued.
Yes. The Shagard.
Hideo Kojima specifically
dreaded
avoid being
behemoth,
sued
a tank
by
capable of
John
launching
Carpenter
nuclear IRBM.
by
can
just
launch nuclear
asking him
missiles from that
politely, and he
kind
was
of
like, "Yeah,
terrain.
go on then."
Oh yes. And without support from friendly
Also,
units.
the older
nuclear
character, I
equipped
can't remember the
tank
actor's name,
capable of
in
operating
Escape from New York,
solo.
inspired Old Snake in both appearance and how he operates.
Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the
What
end
else?
of phase one.
The YouTuber
It
Maxer,
won't be truly
or
finished
Maxor,
until we
did one of my
complete
favourite videos in this game, which is
phase
called
two.
An Incorrect Summary of
Phase
Metal Gear.
two.
I implore you,
weapon's true
please
form.
go and watch it, because it is
If it is
one of the
completed
best
and the Colonel
videos I've
gets his
ever
hands
watched,
on
because
it,
it's just so...
It
It's
will
just
mean the
amazing.
end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War.
Yes.
Snake
And then the
never
age
is
of
given a
fear
direct age in this game,
will truly
but we
begin.
can take he's in his 20s,
World War.
I had no
as
choice
the rest
but
of the
to
game
cooperate.
slowly make him older, and when he reaches
I
like the
didn't
80s,
want
he
to
looks like he's
die.
either in his 40s or 50s.
I wanted to see my wife and
Or he's
child
just aged
again
very
in America.
poorly.
Please.
But then again,
take me to
and then
America.
in the year,
Quickly.
I can't remember what year the last game in the series
They
took place,
cannot
which
complete
Big
it
Boss
without
appears, but
my
he is
help.
really old,
Got
and...
it. Let's go.
Well, who is it? Major Tom, or Major Zero, who is actually as he's known in the series, is over 100, because he was born, I think it was before the First World War. No, it can't be before the First World War, because this is the 60s, so he'd be like 60 something. No, I reckon it, I think it's during the First War he's born. 1940 or something like that. Because that's how he's like 60. It's not 60, he's like, what, 50 in this game? And then 50 years onwards from now would be 2010, so somewhere like that. as this game takes place in the Cold War, obviously. Couldn't you tell with all the Russians and the communism? Hello, boss. I believe that she's voiced by the same person who does a SpongeBob character. Let me check. Pearl, I think it is, in SpongeBob.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Like Laurie Allen. Yeah. Laurie Allen, who voices the boss, also voice acts Pearl in SpongeBob, which you wouldn't expect for the legendary soldier, because of the... Well, we don't have never watched SpongeBob. Well, I've watched it like once when I was younger, but I didn't grow up with like SpongeBob and stuff. I grew up with good old-fashioned CBBC, jeez, and like old cartoon DVDs and stuff. But yeah. SpongeBob character?
My friends, let us fight together.
I do like how this mission can be literally be done in 5 minutes in the speedrun. It's 5 minutes for an hour of cutscenes.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome
Fury,
back,
the end, the pain,
boss.
the fear,
Now that all 5
sorrow,
of us are
the
together,
boss.
it's time we
And
go
sorrow's
to
at
the
the end,
depths of
because
hell
sorrow's dead.
itself.
Sorrow is behind her. I do like how it opens up all of the villains you're going to be fighting.
It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Because those two are Ocelot's parents. And Ocelot is a double triple agent, and then he's always going to the boss. He's a double agent, then he's a triple agent, then he's a triple agent, then he's always going to the boss, and then he wasn't always going to the boss. He was in fact. Actually, this is not even just. Oh, Kuwabara. Thanks for my revive check.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
It is not your unit, my friend. It is her unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift
forces
from my
of
new
cringe?
hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, he's
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
No. Nope, stick, nope, your arm, nope, don't get fucked. Oh, that cutscene always. Vibe check, Jack. Oh. Oh, his arm just gets straight up and
You've
running.
seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him.
And by that you mean throw him into a river, which he does not die.
Jack, you can't come with us.
So yeah, we'll finish this run through of the game. And after we finish the run through the game, Speedrun, which I'll just keep doing until we get it.
New blood has been rejected.
Because this game is my favourite game ever made. There's everything about it.
Are we done here?
Now, on to Sokolov's research facility.
I think another factor that it's my favourite game in the series is because, first of all, it rides the line of complete insanity of the Metal Gear Solid series, but also seriousness. And it is also separate enough from the other games that you can play it by itself. And it's a complete narrative.
Place is with them now.
You can literally leave when the credits roll. Big Boss is complete. You wouldn't need a sequel to it. However, they made a sequel to it, Peace Walker, and then 5. 5 is really good. I love 5's gameplay, and I love the twist. But like, you know what? If you're a fan of Metal Gear Solid series, you kind of know what people think about the ending of that one. I really like the ending of that one, but you know, I really like the twist. I don't really care what people think about the twist.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody was here earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm really
Snake,
I was
listen
really
to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
Decided to stream to commemorate 100k views of my Metal Gear Solid 5. I was gonna do this for a while, but I was like, tonight's the night. I'm gonna link my console to my.
Alright, let's get you fixed.
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched
I wonder if I turned my
Okay,
TV
here
off,
we go.
would I be able to navigate the entire
First,
game
open the survival viewer with the start
through
button.
just
If you select cure, you can start
my
the treatment.
laptop screen? Because
Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item
like,
window button,
it's
and
weird
surgical treatment
to
using
have
the
two
weapon window
screens
button.
going.
Your injuries include a
simultaneously.
fractured left elbow and rib bone, and
if I turn the
lacerations on your
laptop screen
upper
off,
arms,
that kinda
right
ends the
elbow, and
stream.
abdomen.
So
They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of
everybody
your
in
body.
chat, I don't know who's in chat.
Once you've selected the
Probably
affected
just
area,
Harley
hold the weapon
and
window button
Blue
and use the
Rose
left
and
stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter
maybe
button.
some other people, maybe
With
just
this
watching,
method,
just
you can
like,
use
if
items to help
everything's
your
okay,
recovery
everything's
process.
cool, just
To treat a bone
give
fracture,
me
first secure
a
the
like,
affected
give me a
area
like,
with a
hit that
fastener
like
and
button,
then wrap it in
subscribe button, just
bandages.
message,
That
put
should do
chat
it.
message being like, yo, it's okay.
For lacerations, you'll
or
need
anything
disinfectant
like
to
that.
clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and
I've
bandages to wrap the wound.
I've
If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely.
Oh.
Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Okie dokie. Gameplay. Here, right. Hold on, I'm gonna put my phone down a minute so I'm not checking chat. Deep cut, we go. I think it's. There we are. In the speedrun, you do not understand how important it is to quickly get through all of these. You're just to get through all of these injuries as quickly as possible. Because another fun fact about this game is, when it tells you to repair your bones and like fix stuff and everything, you don't actually have to. If you put one bit of the bandage on and then leave it, Snake will automatically heal himself. And the more you do that, the more his health goes up. Meaning that the optimal speedrun strat is literally just to let yourself be battered about, or not. Obviously, try to take as least like damage as possible, but like, you know, like take as little damage as possible. If you take a severe injury, put one little bandage on it or something, and then your Snake will eventually heal it, and then your health will go up, and then you have more health to burn in later boss fights, especially the Volgan boss fight. Because for me personally, the Volgan boss fight is the hardest to do. Like with no, by far, the boss fight is the hardest to do. That's because she's the boss. And the first time I played it, first speedrun I did, I was kind of just stupid at how I did it. But you know.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to show you the. Nah, it's fine. No, it's now. You look, it's the Sorrow's corpse. Look over there. He's dead. He's the one that was on the bridge, who's a ghost. Because he is very dead. Anyway, fun facts about the Metal Gear series. Because I watch fun fact videos with the nuts, and then I'm like, yo,
Shagohod.
That's kind of cool. God, I forgot how long the beginning intro scenes take when not doing the speedrun. Because by now I would have been onto the virtuous mission and probably have killed. Well, no, not probably. Yeah, I would have definitely got through either the pain or the first Ocelot fight. I'll do speedrun struts while I'm playing, because that's just easier, but like, most of the speedrun struts are shoot and body, combat roll into, punch, knockout, grab, or shoot in leg with trank gun, knock on ass, shoot in head with trank gun,
and the Shagohod.
use the crocodile cap, which I'll be using. The only issue about the crocodile cap is, the crocodile cap allows you to swim in any surface undetected.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Like a crocodile. But
who is she?
The only issue with it is acquiring it takes a couple
Apparently
of extra, maybe a minute, which in a speedrun can obviously take it. But this time cut, especially in the River of the Damned, can especially help, because having the River of the Damned,
she's a nice catch,
pre-Sorrow boss fight is very different to the post one, because the pre is
not so fast,
you are obviously swimming through the Sorrows, the River of the Dead, the River of the Damned, one of them. You're swimming through that with the jetpack flying over you, which you have to watch out for. And if you're swimming, they can detect you very easily. But if you're swimming with the crocodile cap, you're sorted.
A kiss of death.
It's the fact that
UKGB,
if you swim
we may be able to use her
where the first factory bit opens up, if you take a left before you go into there, you find an SVD, which that's a very awful phrase. It's fine. But you can grab an SVD. Once you get the SVD, you can line up a shot on Fear before
perhaps we should.
The boss fight begins.
We have no further use for Sokolov's research.
So you can kill him off there and then.
I think it's time I
also
gave this
I
new
also kill
toy
the Fear
a
off
try.
really really quickly.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Old man rants about Metal Gear Solid for, I don't know, for a decent amount of time. Now I've unlocked all those different cameras. That unlocks so many different possibilities. What if I can do a Santa run through at Christmas? Special Santa edition speedrun. Can probably do a Cobra unit percent actually. Let's see how long we've been here for. I've just realised because I got detected in the first bit and killed myself so I wouldn't stay detected, that counts as a death. Great. The more I think about it, the more I think I should restart. Oh, here we are. I'm turning you up, the extra stuff up for this.
What a thrill, what darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. On a tree frog, it's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I'd like to.
I don't know if that muted my mic at all, but I just muted it to cut. Obviously don't want that playing with the miraculous, amazing intro of Sneaky. Let's get some hype in chat. Woo. As an influencer, I'm trying to just, like, you know, get my chat on board. It's fine.
Currently
I was
flying
on
over
full
the
tilt, it
Arctic
doesn't
Ocean,
matter.
altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are
Kind of
nominal.
curious
Payload oxygen
how
supply is nominal.
and if
Power
people would be
supply to
interested
payload
in
antifreeze
me
system
streaming
shows no
D&D sessions with
problems.
my friends. Because
No gusts.
I'm a DM.
All systems
So-
go for drone detachment.
Snake,
That
we can't
could
risk
get
a
some
halo jump
epic
this
views,
time around.
especially with the new
Airspace
campaign we're
security
doing.
has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Yeah. I really like how Snake is forced into
So how
doing
does it
this
feel to be
mission,
a patient in
and
one
then
of the most advanced
he comes up with
ICUs in the
mission
world?
changed, and
you do me a
everybody's like,
favor and tell the
"What?
suits
You're
about
trying to
visiting
tell me you
hours?
didn't expect
I'll
to have
never
a
get better
change?"
with them assaulting me day and night with
Bro.
their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
I mean, you're not,
They're just
obviously,
looking
but
for a scapegoat.
you can see the
Does that mean
suspiciousness.
they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This
Fox
Fox
die.
is still one step ahead of the Hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White
God,
House received an
these,
unexpected call.
I love this game and everything, but
President
these
Johnson.
cutscenes do go on for a long time.
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President
Especially
Johnson.
when you stream, when you
That's
speedrun
right.
the game. Playing this again.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took
Yes.
2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
That is correct.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
That is correct.
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair.
Yes.
Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen?
Yeah, no.
It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
Yes. I don't know what else to do.
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
Basically, yes.
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to
I
each other.
love the fact that you can just do that so cutscenes, you just have a look around.
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Oh, man.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. I've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
chat 24/7, no problems in the stream. Hoggers.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss?
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lule Lo."
Lali Lule Lo.
Lali Lule Lo.
Gotcha.
I ain't no
You've been
Lali
equipped
Lule.
with a 45 for this mission.
Lo.
Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission of the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime, at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Right, give me a second, chat. Let's go. There is a snake down there. I don't have a gun with us. Kill a frog. I don't have to worry about stealth in this bit, so gonna yoink that snake. To be perfectly honest, chat, I love this game, but as I've said many times, but the speedrun makes it a lot more fun because I don't have to sit through 5-6 hours of cutscenes. But like, if I can finish this in almost an hour. The game normally takes upwards of 13 hours. The big boss, the boss is over there. That was almost a awful shot.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Mike, you threw him into water. By just sheer video game logic, you should know that wasn't going to kill him.
What are you doing here?
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
I've got my arms. Ha.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
The gun is cool, not just because it's like got infinite ammo, but also the fact that it's just shortened down
That
to
should stir things up a bit.
Drum mag.
You'd better hurry.
2 drum mags. And it's wielded by an absolute badass. Hello, Sora. You pop up a lot helping me through this entire game. I can't help on mocking at some points. Like, there's a bit towards the very end, which we may see if I continue this playthrough. But
why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack?
What are you loyal?
What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
I really like it wouldn't ever exist and it could never exist.
You don't.
But a chaos mod for this game.
But sooner or later you'll have to choose.
Like a Dark Viper AU chaos mod or something for this.
I don't
would
expect you
be
to forgive me.
my wheelhouse. I would love it.
But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
Here we go. Ben, backflip, snake eat. Harley, how?
This is
what,
Snake.
How?
Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake,
unless there
I know
is
how
something
you're
that I've
feeling.
missed in my
It's hard for
countless
me to believe,
playthroughs
too.
of this game.
Legendary
on
hero
Legion.
like the boss
I'm
would go
fairly
to the
sure
Russians.
that Snake,
double-cross us.
Snake cannot do a backflip.
That's how it is, and if you don't accept
if
it,
he can,
you'll never be
well,
able to
then
beat.
bloody hell,
That's
I'm an
not
idiot.
the problem.
But I'm
in terms of
gonna
sheer
firmly say,
technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Yes, sir. God, that camo has aged poorly. He just looks like he's wearing blackface and it's a bit concerning.
What's this? HQ? HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Now, if I remember correctly, there isn't a patrol in this area. Yeah, there's no patrol in this area. Until new ones come in. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. There's no patrol in this area until the new guard come in. Because they normally arrive significantly faster if you do the strat, which is you sit, you wait for the guards that are actually there to no longer notice you. You pop out another one and clobber them. Yeah. I wonder if I can charge. Because I know from a lot of experience, a lot of people don't watch the stamina bar and they just fall. Steady. Steady until I have no stamina left. There we go. Shit.
I saw something.
This is HQ.
God, the speedrun strats are so weird in this mode, because obviously in speedrun you arrive before all of these men arrive, and also you wouldn't have shot because you use Patriot. Okay.
Radio, call HQ.
You know, I'm just gonna say this run's dead and call it a day. Actually, no, I'm gonna stick to it. Oh god. Because of the speedrun. Fuck it, speedrun strats. We'll turn this last bit into this. We'll turn it into a speedrun. This isn't the entire speedrun, because an entire speedrun would consist of more than just this. So you look and you arrive before. As a speedrun strats with extra bits engaged, because the run is dead if we were doing a speedrun strat, because I took so long to actually. No. What we're gonna do instead, I've changed my mind. No, don't go into the save menu. We're gonna do a speedrun here and now. We'll get it done. I'll get it done before I come off. Right, so gonna go here, and I'm gonna restart. My wallpaper is wrench. That will change soon. So then we do this again, and then I hit. Hit print screen and have that as my wallpaper. I like that wallpaper. Here we go again. I'm gonna restart the whole game. Just gonna restart the entire game. There we go. We go here again. We go here. Right. So, what time is it? It is 1 in the morning. Okay. So. If the speedrun goes well, that will mean that we finish it, I don't know, somewhere around 3. To be fair, not bad times. Right, so we're going to start the speedrun in a couple of seconds. I'm very glad that I did not save frequently, because right, so speedrun. Okay, so the last one was 2 hours and 11 minutes. It took me for me to properly, because the weird thing is with speedruns is they always end at when the actual.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era
begins now. I'm not going to check in chat because I'll be doing a speedrun. I'm telling you, this game is just. I really enjoy speedrunning this game. Let me skip this cutscene here. Got my crank gun ready for next week. What I'll do is I'll shoot the bee and then I'll run across, because what I'll do is after I've shot the bees and run across the thing, when I come back in Operation Snake Eater, I can simply use the Patriot to get through all those enemies. As soon as the enemies in the area do not really cause any threat to the later sections. There were mangoes back there, I just saw. Nah. We'll take only what we need for like the sustenance. Ah shit, I missed the perfect skip for that bit.
Snake?
Fine, in Operation Snake Eater we don't need any of the mangoes or anything, because we're not going to be here long enough to use the mangoes.
Who's that?
Yeah, perfectly fine. As you don't need to worry about him detecting you because you've already knocked that. Honestly, that could have probably been cut down, because I could have done something as simple as just like shooting in the head, but going to the extra second by just going into that mode rather than just like shit. He's on. That's not going to do much to the speed run besides from maybe a millisecond, or maybe a second actually, of just falling off. I can't check my phone because it's not a cutscene. Or I was gonna check chat on my phone, but obviously I can't do that because it's not that type of thing. Okay, so we go here and we sit here, and then we go ponk, and then oh what? You didn't go down for that? There we go. And then what, like that? There we go. God, color deficiencies are big. Color blindness is big. Especially when you're fighting green upon green. There you go. Yeah. Oh no.
I'm just seeing.
Yeah, good. Where is he? Piss. Look, I'm trying to tell you. I'm not trying to tell you. See, I told you the fact that the mission at the very beginning of the game, the virtuous mission, takes, I don't know how long to finish. Maybe 2 hours? Not even 2 hours. An hour and 14 minutes. Pardon me. I think the exact time is it takes an hour and 14 minutes of gameplay. Not gameplay. It takes like 5 minutes of gameplay and an hour of and like a bit of other stuff to actually make it to the Operation Snake Eater, while the speedrun takes 7 minutes, something like that. This is what I was on about earlier on, with the whole fact that it's very important that you know that was the complete wrong thing to do. Oh no. I could just stab myself even more, that's good. And then that's those, and then that's fine. Phew. And just like that, the first section is down. Save there, you stupid. Ah, that's gonna waste a couple more. I should probably just say no. For the future reference, I'll say no to that. Save. Cut down my time by about a minute. That's good, that's good, that's good. Right now, because obviously this is Operation Snakey to commencing, I kinda need to gain at least some sustenance from animals and stuff. I mean, I am packing the M1911. Need to hit B. That is going to waste a couple of seconds. It's fine. After all, this is what the first speedrun I've done on. I've done like the nerves, man, the nerves. I'll kill this snake up here. Look, and I'm already back to the pit I was just at a minute ago.
I think I saw something.
No, you didn't.
Who was that just now?
Don't bite me, don't bite me, don't bite me, don't bite me yet.
Nobody here.
That's right, you stupid snake.
Who's that?
Yes. And that's one dead. The run's dead. The run's dead. Great. Are you going to stream For Honor? Yes. When Kyoshin releases, yes, I will be streaming For Honor. Oh, I'm pissed about that. It's fine. I'm going to end the stream now. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream. I'm streaming for something like 2 hours. Next time, hopefully, the stream will be better. Due to the fact that I will come into it knowing I want to stream. Not knowing I want to stream. No, I want to speedrun. So, and I really enjoy the speedrunning. So, we shall go here, and we shall go here, and then. Is there anything any off chat would like to say before we finished? Before we are finished? I'm very sorry that I did not get anything really that notable done today. It was kind of just a... Right, so I'll write down Snakey to test stream brackets speed run coming soon. Right. So that means that from now until for the future, we'll have everything ready to go for the streams. To be fair, I'm not going to lie, this wasn't the best stream. If you stuck around, thanks for that, and, well, don't know why you stuck around, but I'm thankful that you did stick around, because that makes my day when I have viewers and people watching me, and especially since the fact that my video reached 100k. And the other day, literally today, I've got 104k views on my profile currently. I don't know about it now. It's probably more, might be more. I'm not jinxing it because I love it. But you know, thank you for watching. And I wish you all the best. Thank thank you everybody for sticking with me for the last 2 hours while I was sorting everything out. And by sorting everything out, I mean I messed up the run so badly. But you know, tomorrow's a new day. It's late, so I shall, because I'm obviously on summer for my college now. I've finished my college, done my college work. I've got all summer to stream. Thank you everybody, and have a nice night / morning / evening / wherever you are / day.